Hey everyone, NDS here. It's been a while since I've gotten a new mini Siren, right? Because the last time I got a new quote-unquote mini Siren was at Siren Con by Max, or formerly known as Siren 2. And also, excuse if my voice sounds really raspy and growly and weird. It's because I have a sore throat, so you're just going to have to bear with me on this. But anyways, just recently, not quite recently, it was more like last month, I actually got another new mini Siren, and I'm not going to say who I got it from, because if you guys remember from Siren Con, the specific Siren, or mini Siren I should say, was there, and it's now in my house. So if you guys recognize it and know who used to own it and who made it, put it in the comments, take some guesses, I'll say if you're right or wrong. But anyways, the big reveal of the new mini Siren is 3, 2, 1, this. It's a mini 3T22, not technically a mini 3T because the solenoids are not in there. It's more so just a bastardized 3T22 or a 2T22 with some solenoid boxes that are non-functional. But anyways, also ignore the jank wiring right here. I don't have a box, or I don't have a junction box to put anything in, any of that in, so it's just all kind of exposed and hanging wires as of right now. But yeah, there's the Siren. The old Maytag that used to be on the newer Core 2T22 for some time last year is on the Siren, because when I got this, it did not have the motor that originally was on it. Pretty much everything else though is here, aside from the A-frame and the I guess you could say top cone, or the intake cone, whatever you want to call it. But the pull stop, angle iron / mounting legs, roof mount, bottom intake, solenoid box, rotor stator on both sides, top intake and top solenoid box is all here. I only have 2 screws holding on the covers as of currently, and that's because I didn't have enough hardware just to hold the whole thing together, which it holds it on there anyway, so I don't really care. Also, ignore the blower motor in the back. I'm currently working on that. That's for another video though. So, but there's the Siren inside the port, 10 port. So yeah, there's not really much else to say other than it's a new acquisition, or new mini Siren to the collection is what I probably should have been saying. So, but yeah, there's the wide angle on it. There's that 12 port like I showed a second ago. But yeah, it does spin and all that, obviously. It does spin pretty nicely for it being on the Maytag. The Maytag didn't have great bearings, I'll be honest, when it was on the newer Core. But yeah, there's all your wiring. And also ignore the fact that the capacitor is literally taped to the stator. I didn't want it hanging down here because not only could the wires possibly get in the port while it's going off, it's just looks ugly and lazy, so I at least tried to give it some like a home, but taping it was my last resort. So I mean, it stays there and all that, so it's no big deal. And also there's some balancing stuff too on the bottom and top stator. That's just to keep it balanced. Had to add some spacers in between the legs, and did I have to add some? No. I had to add some down here on the roof mount as well, just because these long legs were kind of flexing, because this is slightly too big for you to just mount this without the spacers. Same with the roof mount. So that's that. I don't know if I will ask the said person to give me the other pieces. Depends. And there's another wire right here, just kind of shoved in one of the holes where the horns get bolted to. And yes, I don't have the horns, unfortunately. I know it's sad, but I have that there again, so it doesn't get in the port while it's going off. I mean, there is the slight chance that it'll, I guess, go through there and start, the wire will start like hitting the port. I don't know. I doubt it though. It shouldn't happen. But I have that 6 UF on there. And I also was putting a 3 UF on there before, to give it kind of a more interesting sound. And I'll show you what it sounds like in a second, but to give you a little spoiler, it kind of sounds like a single phase with that Maytag, because it's one of the weaker, it's not really considered a Samsung motor, but it's the same make, similar look, model, and well, not really model, but look. It's one of the weakest of these type of motors. But yeah, show you a intake shot while spinning. And also ignore the balancing on this thing. It's not great because these are older core parts from said person who gave it to me. This was about, I think, $45 for all this stuff, aside the motor and the hardware and all that, and the capacitor and the wire. It's basically just all the 3D printed parts here is what cost it $45. And I'd say it was pretty worth it. I mean, I got it on the mini Siren, so hey. But yeah, not really sure what else to say about it, because it's really just a pretty bland, you know, mini Siren. But yeah, there's your pull stop. Show that one more time. The bottom's kind of messed up, but that's whatever. It did also come with some other things too, some other leg sizes, the really short ones like the Eat-On Sirens, and middle type of length, whatever you want to call it, and these little things right here, which are for the dampers that you usually, because you know the damper goes through, the damper shaft goes through all the way through, you normally bolt this or screw it in like right here, so the shaft doesn't rust, something like that. Put some oil or grease in there so it keeps it lubricated. So yeah, that's about everything I have to say about it. Probably enough of me blabbing on about this mini Siren. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some hearing protection and I'm gonna go ahead and blast this thing. So yep, be right back. All right, I got some hearing protection on now, so because the Siren is pretty freaking loud, it's got some decent tolerance. But anyways, that's besides the point. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do short alert. I'm gonna do a little short attack and then maybe a little fast wail, maybe some high low if I'm feeling it. But yeah, here's gonna be some short alert. Or no, I'll do growl first and then I'll do alert. So here we go. There you go. There's the new mini 3T22. In a second here, I'll do some high-low, but I gotta figure out a way to set up my camera so I don't have to hold it. But yeah, that's how it sounds. It sounds pretty interesting with that 6UF. It's pretty much got a single phase sound to it, so that's why it kind of has that low pitch of a single phase and not quite a high pitch of like a 3-phase marathon GE, whatever, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll just do a quick little bump of it while my phone's next to the 12 port. So just do that really fast. Yeah, that was just a quick little growl from the intake. But you might be able to see the 10 port. I don't know if when I shove my phone up here you were able to see it very well, but I'll just shove it in there. Maybe you can see it, I don't know. But yeah, there's the 3T22. So I'm gonna figure out a way to hold my camera up so I don't have to hold it, and I'm gonna simulate some high-low. Alright, I got my phone propped up on a tripod here. And it's not gonna be the best view because the Siren's so tall, so I have to have 0.5 on. Because if I had normal, it would be this, and you can't even see anything, so 0.5 it is. What I do to simulate high-low with this Siren is I use 2 pieces of cardboard that I kind of fabbed on my own and have little tabs here so that I can kind of just hold it like this instead of having to like have my hand around it like this. So yeah, we're gonna simulate some high-low with this. So let's go ahead and do that. Gotta make sure I don't mess up the oh shoot. Okay. Here we go. There's your high-low. So it sounds actually pretty nice during high-low. It does get some higher pitch because of, you know, the less air drag and all that. But really, I can't complain. Maybe later I'll release a video with the 3UF capacitor, which is down here. You can't really see it, but I have a 3UF in there, and I might throw a 3UF on this and see how it sounds. It's basically this, but lower pitch and a slower wind-up. But yeah, it's basically it for the new mini sound of the collection. So yeah, that's basically it for this update video. So yeah, peace out.